Alright guys, welcome back to Couch Rose with Zach and Zoe here. Today's episode is the time I got reincarnated as a slime. And I don't think I can spell reincarnated. I misspelled it a couple of times when I was editing the video.
And also you keep saying this is episode. No, that's the anime. Episode is the episode number.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh well, let's get to it. So, you want to start this off?
Yes, let's we first start off the episode with the rebuilding of the village. We see all the goblins working together with the dwarves, rebuilding, the village. We see Rimuru's little tent. It looks pretty cool. I liked it.
I was thinking it wasn't gonna need to be it looked pretty big for him. I'm just saying.
It's a little slime.
I know.
But we do see him looking around. Like, is anyone around? Is anyone looking? And when he realizes that he is by himself,
no metiches around,
he goes inside the tent. And he then and then he mimics
the human body.
The human body.
And man, I have to say though, that human body looks pretty cool.
Well, yeah, just imagine for a girl, just imagine a Barbie doll. For a man, imagine a G.I. Joe doll.
Yeah, I mean, perfect.
That's
sense.
what it basically is, because he has no sex. So when he's a man, he looks like G.I. Joe. When he's a woman, he looks like a Barbie. But at the moment, he's just transformed as a little kid.
Yeah, no, but while he's investigating the body, he does make a form of himself so he can see himself. Because I'm not sure he knew what he looked like. And when he finally sees, he kind of does look like a Shih Tzu, but smaller. And then he decides to play around, and he makes a male body form, an adult form. And you know what? The male looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
And then he makes a female.
And, he does it innocently, but as soon as he realizes what he did, he's like, "Oh no!"
I don't know, I guess he doesn't think. He doesn't think.
Well, no, he was just seeing his abilities. I don't think he was doing anything malicious.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting boobs. I mean,
so after he does all these playing around, he also shows us that he's able to mimic, but we'll go into that a little bit later on. He leaves his tent and he realizes that he can taste.
Yeah, he can taste now.
He can taste, he can hear, he can see as a human. He doesn't see as a slime. And the difference between the difference between seeing as a slime and as a human is, as a human, this is how we see. As a slime, he senses magic.
Yeah.
And he also senses heat because of the snake. So he has the ability, just like the Byakugan. He has the ability to see 360. Yeah. You can't sneak up behind him, because if he doesn't sense you with magic, he senses you with heat, because he has a snake ability.
I thought he can see all around because he's a slime, so you don't really know where his face is. I kind of figured he has like a 360
He
view.
technically can't see as a slime, but he can see because he can sense
the magic
everything.
Sense.
Yeah, so that's how you can see. But when he turns into human, he can actually see normal. So that's one thing. So
and then,
he decides to. He tells the Goblin King
comes up.
Yeah, he tells the Goblin King that he wants to freeze because Homeboy can taste now, and then they show that bull deer. And you know what? I've tasted deer, not that good, but I don't know why.
I've never tried bull though.
Well, it's like it's kind of
but like bull,
it's the same thing.
I don't think it's the same.
But honestly, it looked good.
It does.
I would eat a medium rare.
I can't argue with that.
But after they talk about the feast and they show the bull deer, he sends his wolf with the rest of the guys, with Gupta and the other goblins, to go hunt for food
for that big feast.
So then Rimuru goes
he goes to the cave where he first started off in, to explore his abilities, to see that new ability he got from Shizu, right?
We learned that he gets that Ifrit ability. The Ifrit ability. First, he can throw fires. He can do anything fire-like. He can also mimic. He can create body doubles just like Ifrit now. And so it hasn't broken down all of Ifrit's abilities, but you guys know Ifrit's one of the strongest elements. So
he's gonna have everything.
It's gonna be really strong on Ifrit's ability. But Shizu's ability was more interesting.
Yeah, it was her main skill.
What was it? It was degeneration,
where it combines two
and
skills.
Separates. So he can separate a skill or different skills, combine or merge in. So and it shows it when he did the Black Flames. Because the Black Flames is a new ability that he just got. It inverges the Black Lightning, the flame, and the flame control that surrounds everything. And it just shows that the more he eats, the more different ability he gets. He can mix them. He can do. It's gonna be crazy when he gets more abilities.
Like, he's way too overpowered. I mean,
yeah. So he's gonna get more abilities as he goes. The more he eats, the stronger he gets. So he's gonna continue to get stronger.
I can't wait to see like what's be down the line.
I know, and going into all of this, as a human, he takes out that mask of Shizu.
Yeah.
And it suppresses magic. So when he puts it on, his aura, everything that he has, like that disappears.
Yeah, he seems pretty much like a normal human.
He seems like a normal human. So this is gonna be a great way for him to actually, be able to go to towns, to other cities.
Yeah, without being pretty much
maybe
like
weaker monsters also won't recognize his magic sense. So, which would then allow him to eat weaker monsters and get their abilities.
Yeah, but now that you think about it, he didn't have his the aura. He was able to control it somewhat, but it was still leaking out.
Yeah.
And so that would make you think, wouldn't that aura make it so monsters wouldn't be going towards the forest? I mean, we have some monsters going towards the forest, right? But because of his aura, not a whole bunch are coming.
Well,
but with the mask suppressing everything, wouldn't that mean, all right, threat's gone, let's go see what's going on?
The thing is, the monsters are going to continue to come because they don't recognize his aura, even though it's a powerful aura. And because the dragon aura is not there, that's why they continue to go.
Yeah.
So, but while he's doing all of this, he gets a communication. The direwolves, the goblins, and Rimuru, they have the ability to communicate with each other. It's an ability that the direwolves have.
Yeah.
And because they made a pact with the goblins and they have Rimuru as their master, they can all share it. Yeah, so now, like the goblins...
Did it say 911 or just say emergency?
It said emergency. I don't think it said 911.
I don't know why it just hit me 911, like, emergency.
So he got an emergency and it said emergency. It was going off.
Yeah.
And then when he answered it, like a phone, the wolf told him, "Hey, we're in danger. We're being attacked by ogres."
And no, they didn't say ogres.
Oh, they didn't say ogres.
He ran towards them. At first, I honestly thought it was demons because if you think about it,
yeah, those guys look like demons with samurai swords.
I'm sorry, I've seen Shrek.
Yeah.
I've seen an ogre. I was expecting, Shrek with the little.
Yeah, I'm like.
It's like these guys have freaking horns, bro.
Honestly, they look like demons from the beginning. Like, why is the demon clan attacking them?
Yeah.
Why is the demon lord like right now? And why is the demon lord struggling with Gopta?
I thought it was because of the previous episode. You know how we were introduced to, I forgot, what was his name again?
Galmoon?
Yeah, Gelmon.
Gelmon. Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, this guy probably sent these guys out to the forest because he did say he was going to send the orc disaster.
Yeah, so it looks like, it looks like the orc and the other guy have made a move which has caused these ogres to leave their land. It says something, and he didn't mention what really happened. All he mentioned was like...
Yeah, these pig guys attacked their village.
And it looks like they're the only survivors?
No, I think they're still survivors, but they went on the hunt, I guess. Because he did... he said that he wasn't going to run away from this, like, run away because of something... Because he a private ogre, and he wants to lead his ogres.
Okay, so we'll see what happens with his ogre people in the next episode. But for right now... these ogres make the mistake of attacking and almost killing Gopta.
I know, dude. Gopta sliced right through the chest. At first, I thought, dude, poor Gopta.
And then Gopta was trying to act really brave in front of Rimuru, and then realizing
you're okay, Gopta. You're okay.
And then realized Rimuru was not gonna give him a damn potion.
Come back, bro.
I'm actually bleeding.
I'm hurt.
So he gives him the potion. Our hero Gopta is safe, and he stays behind because if he unleashes his real ability. We would destroy everything.
I mean,
so Rimuru tries to talk down the ogres. He tries to tell them, "Hey guys, let's talk this out." But the ogres, they see the mask, and I don't know if the mask is connected with the other guy.
It's not because they will assume it's because of a mask. So if we go back to yesterday's episode with Gelmon, he had a mask.
Yeah.
And I guess these guys got confused because it's a mask, so he must be part of the same.
Well, the thing is, there's a big difference in the masks. Like,
but I mean,
maybe the masks are connected. Who knows?
I mean, they did have to. After all that, they did.
The ogres did not want to.
They didn't want to risk anything.
They just basically continue attacking, and it was funny because like the guy I guess shot his ogre flames at Rimuru.
Yeah, it's like
I call them baby flames.
I know, like it kind of reminded me of like, dude. If he would have saw that Ifrit battle, he would have known that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, dude, he just like started walking out of it like nothing. I mean,
but one thing during this whole fight scene was amazing because anything that the ogres tried, Rimuru like right away had a counter,
yeah,
like
countered
and
everything.
he's lightning quick. Did you see that?
Yeah, he like
when the first ogre attacked him with a
guy?
samurai sword, he went straight for the big one, used paralyzing breath with one hand, and then when the other ogre tried to attack him,
with the girl with the
again you can't sneak up behind him, you can't attack him on his blind side. He senses everything. He sensed her and then got distracted by
some
her,
big boobs.
By her, I don't even know what size those were, but those were
pretty
all
big.
natural, all natural.
And he got implants there.
He got really distracted, but right away, quickly jumped back.
Yeah, he's
spiderwebbed her, and his reaction speed is so quick.
Yeah, I mean,
and the old ogre just saw this and he's like, wait, that's this ability, that's that ability, that's
so
this ability.
I'm guessing is now I was thinking is he's not the leader of the group because the red one
other guy was the king,
but this guy I'm guessing he probably trained them or something because it looks like he only knows all these abilities because of experience.
Yeah, we don't know how old they are yet. We don't have a backstory yet on these ogres.
But that dude was pretty badass looking. The old guy?
Yeah, the old guy and the prince. They both. I mean, that character design was just perfect.
I don't remember the name of the character, but he reminded me of someone from Naruto.
But
the old guy. I forgot his name from Naruto, but you know what? Forget it. Who cares? Different anime.
But and like the old guy, like right after he sees all these abilities, all of a sudden he sneaks up behind Rimuru and Rimuru dodges it. He gets his arm cut off, and the other guy was like, "Huh, I was gonna slice off his head."
I guess he missed, but
how was he able to sneak up behind him? That ability. I mean, maybe if Rimuru can absorb this old man,
he's gonna be even more powerful. But
I don't know if he'll absorb him though, because Rimuru at no time really shows his true ability until he takes off.
He does remove his mask.
He does remove his mask because he does not want to fight these guys. He wants to see what's really going on. So he removes his mask, thinking that if he shows them his true power, that these guys would be scared, like the wolves and the goblins. But instead, the pride of the Goblin Prince, his pride went straight forward, but the princess, the ogre princess, stood in front of him, stopped him, and I guess she recognized.
She pretty much told him, "Hey, maybe these guys aren't the bad guys," because once again, he is strong, and she's telling him, "Hey, this guy, he could have pretty much killed us if you think about it." And I guess that finally knocks some sense into the ogre.
And it shows that like this guy was showing us mercy from the beginning, compared to the other guy who right away just destroyed us. So it's clearly not him. And Rimuru, being the kind slime as he is, he accepts them and he doesn't hold any grudges against them because he did hurt a couple of his goblin friends.
Now, when you say hurt, no, what I meant?
They put him to sleep.
Yeah, but Rimuru didn't hurt any of them. If you think about it.
Yeah, he
knocked one out and he tied one up with webs. He
played with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And these ogres look really strong because they were easily defeating named goblins and a named and evolved direwolf. So we don't know what kind of ranking they'll get. And guys, we're gonna make a separate video on the ranking. So that's gonna be a good video for the ranking.
He was actually gonna explain it to me, but I told him, you know what? Let's just save this for a video instead.
And one thing about Rimuru was he did kill them at the end, but he killed them with kindness. He was extremely kind to them. They accepted it, and now they're all gonna have a feast. And now, are these guys gonna get names?
No, well, we find out that they don't have names.
They don't have names.
And I was thinking, dude,
are they gonna get names?
If they get names,
and if they get names, we know that Rimuru passes out. So, depending on what happens, we will know how strong these guys are.
Yeah, but also I was thinking, if they get names, they're ogre. They're from a clan, so that means their clan is also gonna evolve like the direwolves. I'm assuming.
Maybe.
And if they do, just think about it. That's another friendship Rimuru's gonna have. Now,
and
if a war does happen,
maybe they'll give loyalty to him. Yeah. And then he's gonna have a goblin army, a dire army,
an ogre
army.
And on top of all that, they have the best blacksmith ever.
They're gonna have weapons, armor,
everything,
an army. I don't know, guys, but
you know what?
I think we'll cut it here, guys.
It's getting really good.
Yeah,
though.
we'll see what happens next episode, guys.
Thanks, guys, for watching. You know what to do, pretty much. Thanks.
We'll see you guys later.